So is the Chase Sapphire Preferred getting an annual fee increase? Well, rumors suggest that that could be happening very soon. Are Chase and Apple about to combine forces and come together and get in business together? We're going to find out. We've got elevated offers on Marriott cards as well. And I've got a story today relating around birthday gifts and back to school shopping. That and much more, including 3 food deals to end the show. 3. This is going to be a mega episode on food deals if you're trying to eat for free or at least at a reduced cost this week. I'm Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. These episodes come out every Sunday. My goal is to catch you up on everything you may have missed regarding credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between. The topics are on the screen. There's a timer down below and timestamps in the description below if you do find this video helpful or mildly entertaining. Don't forget to be awesome. Leave me a big thumbs up on the video. And also, if you're interested in any of the cards mentioned in today's video, let me know down in the comments. I'll shoot you over a referral link. When you use those referral links to apply for cards, it definitely helps support the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, some really big stories this week. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. Well, first things first, let's start off with some American Express cards, particularly Marriott cards, that have elevated offers right now, both from the upper tier and mid-tier level of American Express Marriott cards. So first we've got the Bonvoy Brilliant card. Now this one carries a $650 annual fee, so it's a little hefty, but right now there's an elevated offer of 185,000 points after you spend $6,000 within the first 6 months. So actually being able to hit that bonus should be relatively easy. And then we've got the Bonvoy Bevy card, which carries a $250 annual fee, and it has a 155,000 point offer after 5,000 spent in the first 6 months. And then the American Express Business card, which I do renew every single year, has an offer of 125,000 points after 8,000 spent in 6 months. Now that one only carries an annual fee of $125. I like that card. It gives me a free night certificate every anniversary year that I renew the card. But a lot of people really like the Brilliant card as well. It's got a lot of perks, definitely a lot of benefits, but it also carries a really steep annual fee. I'm a fan of the business card, low annual fee. I get a free night certificate. It's a win-win for me for sure. Let me know if any of these offers entice you whatsoever, and which of these 3 cards, if you have them, do you renew every single year? I choose to do the business one. It works for me, but what works for you? The Chase Sapphire Preferred card is a card that I recommend a lot of people get when they first get into points and miles. It's a low annual fee card. It's got a ton of benefits, particularly if you like to travel. And the annual fee on this could be changing. There's rumors out there right now to suggest that the annual fee could be going up, and it's also based on the fact that the Chase Sapphire Reserve card did experience an annual fee increase as well, going up to $795. My goodness, it's starting to get ridiculous. At some point, we're going to come to a mainstream card of some sort that has a $1,000 or more annual fee. All right, it's going to come. We're getting very, very close. We're at the $800 mark now. It's getting very close, but it does sound like the annual fee increase is going to happen on the Sapphire Preferred based on some feedback from some people internally at Chase. So we're going to keep an eye out for that for sure. It'll be interesting if they do increase the annual fee on this. What other benefits are going to come with it? I don't think that they're going to go ahead and just increase the annual fee just for the sake of doing it. Usually when cards do this, it's because they're giving new benefits, they're getting a higher annual fee. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye out for it if and when this is confirmed. But it's a pretty big deal. This one stayed the same at $95 for a long time, but it may no longer be the case very soon. So Goldman Sachs was the backer for the Apple card for many years, but unfortunately they've lost around $6 billion, with a B, billion dollars in working with Apple for a multitude of different reasons, okay? Apple has a lot of restrictions and rules and ways that they want to operate the card, and that costs a lot of money for people like Goldman Sachs that back this card. So right now there's a bidding war going on to see exactly who's going to be taking over this card, and rumors are suggesting, according at least to the Wall Street Journal, that Chase is the one that is in the lead to take over backing the Apple card. Now the Apple card's a really interesting card. It's very aesthetically pleasing, right? It's a cashback card for sure, but it also has an educational component where they try to educate you on paying your card off sooner and what that means for your overall finances, which means people are paying less interest on the card, which could be the reason for the $6 billion in losses from Goldman Sachs, among other things. It'll be really interesting to see what happens. If I'm another company and I look at a place like Goldman Sachs that backed the Apple card and they lost $6 billion in just under 6 years, that's kind of scary. You got to think, what could we do differently to make this happen? I don't know. We're going to keep an eye out for this to make sure all the details are fleshed out and we kind of see what's going on. I'll be interested to see if the Apple card changes. Are there any benefit changes? What is Chase offering in this particular case? We'll have to see. More details will come, but Chase and Apple, it looks like they're on a collision course, and we'll see what happens at the end. Every week on the Weekly Pointers News Update, I like to share a story that relates to credit cards or points and miles, travel, money, finance, and how those connect with personal relationships. Today, I've got a story from a mom that has posted her story online, and she is asking if she is in the wrong in this particular scenario. She has a child that's 5 years old. It's back to school time, and she has a question on what she should have gotten the child for their birthday, and it does relate to school spending as well. A lot of different parts of this story. Let's dig in. You let me know. This mom wants to know if she is in the right or in the wrong in this scenario, and I'll give you my opinion at the end too. So I'm going to read this from the perspective of the mom. Today is my son Logan's 5th birthday. Seeing how his first day of kindergarten is less than a week away, I thought it was appropriate that we get him the stuff he would need for the upcoming school year. My husband and I got him the basics: pencils, crayons, markers, erasers, paper, glue sticks, rulers, safety scissors, notebooks, and many other items. My parents got him several new outfits, including a hand-knitted sweater for my mom. My in-laws got an additional outfit. Grandparents gave $25 in cash. We had a pretty nice barbecue and, of course, cake. However, Logan seemed like he was having a good time, and then all of a sudden, it looked like he became really upset after the party. He asked why he didn't get any of the toys for his birthday and instead got school supplies. We sat him down and explained that turning 5 was an important age, as it's the age where kids start kindergarten, and the presents we got him were more important than the toys that they would have gotten him in the first place, and he could use the $25 from his grandparents to go buy a toy if he wanted to do that. He asked if the $25 could buy a Nintendo Switch like his friends have around the corner so that they could play together, but we informed him that that was not the case. Logan had been wanting a Nintendo Switch for a long time, but we told him right now was not a good time, and our thought was that Santa could bring this to him for Christmas this year. Logan didn't take that well and started crying. We told him it was okay to be disappointed, but crying wasn't going to help. He was upset the rest of the day. He didn't throw a fit, but he wouldn't talk to us, and he was really upset in general, and we had a hard time communicating for the rest of the day. Neither me or my husband grew up playing video games. I honestly think it would be too distracting, and my husband thinks that as long as we put certain rules in place, maybe an hour after school or something like that, maybe we could get him one for Christmas if he doesn't overuse it. I've asked various friends about it on Facebook, and they think that Logan should have gotten a Switch in addition to the school supplies. Since turning 5 is a milestone birthday, they think a Switch or similar toy would have been more appropriate, as he could invite friends over from school and play with them that way. I'm torn on this. Am I the jerk for only getting my son school supplies for his 5th birthday? A lot of times there's nuance in this that makes it somewhat difficult for me to try to figure out how I feel about some of these stories, right? There's little nuggets of information here and there that really make me waffle on do I agree with a person or not. In this case, I do have to say, mom, God, I hate to call a mom a jerk. I won't call them a jerk. I'll just call them ill-informed on what you should get a 5-year-old for their birthday. Maybe that's a nice way to put it, all right? In this case, I don't think you get school supplies as a birthday gift. It just happened to coincide with back to school time, his birthday did. So that's one thing, all right? I totally understand that. But the school supplies are something you're gonna have to get anyway. It's like congratulating yourself for getting your kid a bottle of water or something to eat for lunch. It's something you're gonna spend money on anyway. And to call that a birthday gift, I don't know. I don't buy that whatsoever. On the other half, I do understand that there are some parents and there are some situations where you can't afford to buy all these things, and maybe it is a big deal to do this. But if you've got kids that are playing in neighborhoods where people have Switches and all these gaming systems and stuff like that, something tells me you probably have enough money to not only buy some scissors, glue sticks, and other things, but you could probably afford to get the gaming system or just some other comparable gift. It doesn't have to be a Nintendo Switch by any means, but at least some kind of toy to play with. In this case, she's saying a 5-year-old is a milestone birthday. It's not like he's graduating college here. He's turned 5, all right? He's not really accomplished much of anything. Just get him toys. Kids are only this age one time. Let them enjoy themselves. Get them some toys, and then on the side you can show them, hey, we also got you some school stuff which they won't pay attention to until they actually get to school. So in this case, I disagree with the mom and the dad. I think this was incorrect, not a good idea. You don't have to get the Switch, but get him something else. School supplies are not a great birthday gift, especially when we know from the details in this story that they could probably afford to do a little bit better. Maybe I'm wrong on this one. You let me know what you think. I think the mom and dad are in the wrong in this case, but who knows? I've been wrong before. And as always, I like to end the show on a really good food deal. This week, I've got 3 food deals this week, all right? You're really gonna enjoy these. These are pretty good. Let's dive in. Number 1. So first, National Root Beer Day is August 6th, and A&W Restaurants is celebrating by giving away a free small root beer float for anyone who walks in at participating locations with no purchase necessary. All you have to do is go out to a participating location on August 6th between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. and there's no purchase necessary. That one's pretty easy. A free root beer float just for showing up in a store. Take advantage of that. That's free food. If you're starving to death all day and you need a quick sugar fix, A&W's got you covered. Next, let's go to August 4th at 12 p.m. Rush over to IHOP where the first 25 guests will score Dubai chocolate pancake. It's available in New York, Los Angeles, and Austin locations. And if you're not one of the first 25 guests, you can still grab the pancakes for $13. So this is more for bigger cities, obviously, but hey, free pancakes, take advantage of that. And then also for the last one, let's talk about Whataburger. National Whataburger Day is on August 8th, and you can snag a 75-cent Whataburger to celebrate National Whataburger Day. That's not bad at all. To get the deal, all you have to do is download the app and open it up when you get into the restaurant from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time to claim the offer on National Whataburger Day on August 8th. So look, you got root beer floats, you got pancakes, you got burgers. Obviously not a good time if you're trying to lose weight or get in shape, but free food is free food. If you're starving, a college student, or if you're just like me and you like a good food deal, go out and snag one of these. Let me know which one's more interesting to you. Well, this has been a fun episode. We covered actually some pretty big topics. Chase and Apple possibly coming together, the Marriott offers, the Sapphire Preferred potentially having an increase in annual fee, and I've got to know what you think about the story of the mom and dad that got their kids school supplies for a birthday gift. Not a huge fan of that, but maybe I'm wrong. And keep in mind, if you're interested in any of the cards mentioned in today's video, or any card for that matter, let me know down in the comments. I'll send you over a referral link and you'll be able to apply for those cards. That definitely does help support the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for doing that so far. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, 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 you will get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, free burgers and pancakes, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.